Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am on the way to my doctor's appointment, and if I have it correctly, Jeriann had a doctor's appointment too, and she was going to speak about protein with her kidney cancer. My neighbor didn't pass away from her kidney cancer. She passed away from a massive heart attack. And there was actually calling hours at her apartment last night. And then they're just going to do like a burial. I think it's December 4th. So it's been difficult. It's been really difficult. She was a firecracker, man. She was a firecracker. Sense of humor, no matter what. Never down, never just. So, I just, in my heart, I cried a lot. But I know she's in a better place. And, I'll miss her. Let's put it that way. I'll miss her. Her family is at the apartment, and I think they're cleaning up because I just left, and I don't know if they're gonna try to empty the apartment. I'm not sure, but she will be dearly missed, and that's what I'd like to say to Jeriann. When you think people are always, it's about being mean, it's about this or that, if your doctor doesn't want you to lose weight, you get out of breath so easily, you better be careful, because you could get congestive heart failure, and it's no joke, okay? It's no joke. It's beyond me how the way you have not taken care of yourself, the way you had those horrific sores, the way you had such an infection running through your body with those sores, the way your mouth is, the way your tongue is, that is infection, and yet you're not on hardcore antibiotics to fight any of these infections that you have. Usually with kidney cancer, at your size, at the size of your tumor, how it was, and how it metastasized to your bone, chemo is not the treatment that you would have. It would usually be removal of your kidney and also immune therapy. But apparently, Jerry, you're this little miracle person, right? And all of you know, November is a difficult month for me. No excuse whatsoever. It's just difficult. And now I lost. I'll be back. Sorry about that. I was getting ready to be just a little too emotional. So I lost somebody else that I cared about very much. November 29th. Because it's just difficult. So, and then, just to see somebody give all this treatment she's supposedly getting, which really, she was off chemotherapy, we all know, for almost a year. I think it was 11 months. I believe she said she started back up at one point, and then she stopped, and then she went back on just before Halloween. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm gonna tell you what, my mind is not working correctly right now. And she was never told to not have a lot of protein. With kidney cancer, your protein intake should be between like 30 and 35 grams of protein per day. When she has a Premier Shake, which, I don't know, she puts all this stuff into her coffee, ice cream, you know, and the protein powder, whatever. What are you thinking? What are you doing? If you truly have stage 4 kidney cancer, they would have told you, they would have informed you of what to do, what not to do. They would have informed you. Your oncologist would have informed you that if you lose weight, you have less chance of the cancer coming back. Your back tumor on your bone that calcified. You're saying you don't qualify for a PET scan, yet that PET scan, how do I want to put this? Your cancer metastasized outside of your kidney, right? To your shoulders, a spot on your rib, to your knees, to your femur, but they won't approve a PET scan. Shame on you. Shame on you. No, if it was just located in the kidney, you probably would not have you would probably not have a PET scan. There's so much, and I'm so frustrated right now. It makes me sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach that you could look into that camera and say the things that you do. You can look and say it's mucositis all you want. You were off chemo and you were off immune therapy. Immune therapy a long time. Chemo, 11 months. Yet your mucositis didn't clear up. Why didn't it clear up, Jeriann? Why? Because it's not mucositis. You would not see an ENT for your mouth. An ENT is ears, nose, and throat. They would refer you to a dentist. Now, if you have it going down your throat, indeed, they would do an endoscopy down your throat. They would look at it. They would check all that out. They would definitely refer you to a dentist, especially starting chemotherapy again. You have free medical. There's no excuse, but on both ends of pure laziness, of not wanting to go to the doctors and get taken care of. Now, I had brought up white coat syndrome before, right? And y'all never brought it up. Jeriann brought it up once, admitted to it, and now Jim all of a sudden has white coat syndrome. My ass. My ass. You listen to what people say about you on the reactions, and then what do? You go ahead and change things up. You make the narrative fit. Now, for you to slurp like that, it's not dry mouth. It's overproduction of your saliva. That's the only reason why you'd slurp. And a couple times you even go, it's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Julie, anybody in her family, reach out to me. There's a reason why that they haven't gone to see her. Well, she has stage 4. That could have been her last Thanksgiving. This could be her last Christmas. And even without kidney cancer, the size of you, the being non-mobile, not doing things for yourself. Sally, my God, doing dishes when you are more than capable of standing at that sink. Take a break. Get back up. Build yourself up. Is it going to be hard? 100%. It's going to be real difficult. But you, and only you, can help yourself. And this isn't going to be real long because I can feel myself wanting to say things that I really don't want to say. I really don't. Jim, don't bring her coffee. Don't bring her breakfast. She is capable of doing it herself. She mentioned, if I ever got bedbound, at least I have the aids. I have my cane and I have my walker. Well, just when you did your meal prep, you had the walker then. What are you talking about? You aren't walking without that. Do your doctors know how that you just sit or lay in bed? And then you made the video of you laying in bed for your main channel for a reason, Jeriann. There was no real update in that. Not an update at all. And again, I do apologize with my second half. I didn't add my little self into the damn StreamYard. So when you watched it, you heard some pauses, but there was no voice. So I've been working on that, and that's when I heard all the commotion, and, you know. But it's just ridiculous. Jim just needs to know. No, man. There's no reason why she can't drag a load of laundry into the laundry room. There's no reason. Jim's been doing laundry for years, and she sits and folds it. I'm sorry. There's no reason. No reason but laziness, and you haven't used your muscle and or legs for so long that everything now is more and more difficult. You get winded and out of breath horrible. You're always, both of you are always so tired. Yet what do? You stay on the phone, you go on Instagram, you put little clips up, you could do all that, right? You want to do crafts. Well, when you do your crafts, you're sitting, girlfriend. So there's an excuse right there. What you want, God forbid me for saying this, you want handouts. You want free handouts. You don't want to work for anything. You haven't wanted to work for anything for years, because if you go back on your channel, there's a lot of times, oh, I need to rest. Oh, I'm working, with limitations. Your limitations, Jeriann, fucking arthritis. You know how many people have arthritis? Your knee that you had, you didn't even have a knee replacement, girlfriend. You had it fixed, and you weren't clean, so what happened? You got septic, right? Take a shower. Work on that. Work on showering at least 3 times a week. Help yourself. You know how many people still want to have their lives today that fought so hard to be alive, yet you sit there? Okay. I'm done. I'm still working on that. I don't know if I'm going to just drop in all the comments like I do, put it on the screen, because it's an hour long. So when I do it, I have to scroll and make it all small. But I don't know. I'll put an update on my community tab how I make out at the doctor's, or maybe I'll pop on real quick and just let you know. But until later, guys, take care, and please keep an eye on your health and your loved ones, please. All right, guys, so just driving home on the way from the doctor's visit, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be on steroids for 2 weeks, and Jeriann, I am a diabetic, so now I'll have to finger stick myself 3 times a day. Even though I'm not on medication, I still have to watch my blood sugar. If that doesn't work, I go back in 4 weeks. If there's no improvement, I'll get an injection in my knee. Then I'll get 2 weeks after the injection, and I told them, well, can we wait 4 weeks after the injection just to be sure? Because if that doesn't work, the injection, which I'm praying 1 or 2, the steroids or the injection works, and then I'll have to go in, if they don't, for arthroscopic surgery. If that doesn't work, which there's 3 plans, I'm praying to God one of them work. I'm praying to God the steroids work. Then I have to go in for a total knee revision, and I don't know if I would do that, to be honest with you. So that is my update with my orthopedic on my right knee replacement. I'm not one to sit and complain, but it's been a rough one. So that's it for today, guys. Take care of yourselves. Go to the doctors. Keep check on things. Please take care.